these little guys need no introduction at all. It has been the summer of the polar bear here in Western New York. We have watched as zoogoers fell in love with these furry little guys, and we've loved hearing the updates all summer long about the polar bear cubs, Cully and Luna, and their current status at the Buffalo Zoo. And we are here today in the hot sauce. We're going to get a little chilly today in the hot sauce because we have the de facto Cully and Luna expert. This is Jackie Heatwell. You are a UB grad student, and you have had the pleasure of studying Cully and Luna all summer long. Tell us how it's been going.
It's been incredible. I've been very lucky to be able to do a research study like this. I mean, I really couldn't have asked for a better project.
So give us the parameters. You have, you're earning your master's degree in biosciences at UB.
Yes.
And you have been there with the polar bears for about 3 hours a day, every day since May.
Yeah, I started pretty much May 1st, and I started before Cully actually arrived because I wanted to establish what's called a baseline with Luna and know what her normal behaviors were before this new cub arrived. But then once he showed up, I expanded it to Monday through Friday, 3 hours a day, and it's been like it's been like that pretty much since until classes started last week, and now I'm just there on the weekends.
And so the main differences between the two cubs, of course, because we've been following this story so closely, is that Luna was raised by humans here at the Buffalo Zoo.
Yes.
Cully was born out in the wild and was orphaned and was taken into captivity. So what are the differences that you've observed with your time with the two cubs?
Well, so it's been interesting because of that variable right there, the fact that Cully was born in the wild and had some time with his mother, and then he had just had this crazy upheaval of losing his mother and then going into an Alaskan village and then going to the Alaska Zoo and then coming to Buffalo.
It sounds like a movie or something. Right?
It's
it
like,
really does.
And he had a really rough start for a little
Right.
bear. It was very traumatic. And then you have Luna, who was born at the zoo, and she had a lot of human interaction and had no idea what a polar bear was. So it was really interesting to see, just to watch the two of them once they were together. But it was also pretty interesting to see that their development has been pretty normal. Not really many abnormal behaviors. So that's been very encouraging and really great.
And how have they benefited? Has it been mostly positive since they've been together? And have they bonded? What kind of benefits have
They
there been?
have been so instrumental for each other. When Cully first arrived at the zoo, it was just, he was so scared, and he was just a sad little bear. But since he's been with her, it has been incredible to see how he's just blossomed into this confident, bold bear, and they're good buddies. And it's been great for Luna too, to kind of get away from relying on people so much. And
now, with their future uncertain at the zoo, with the fundraising campaign still going on, I know they still need some extra money to keep them there. What do you think would happen if they do get separated? Would it be hard for their development?
I'm really not sure. I think it wouldn't be the most ideal outcome, obviously. I think Luna would probably be okay. I don't know about Cully. I mean, one of the goals of bringing him to the Buffalo Zoo was teaching him coping mechanisms and dealing with new and different situations. So, I mean, I'm sure eventually they would be fine, but nobody wants to see that happen, though.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your findings. We wish the best luck to you with the rest of it. How much longer is your research project going on?
It's all dependent on what happens with them,
next.
So.
So you'll be watching along with us.
Yeah, I'm waiting also.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming in, Jackie. We're going to go over now to Emily.